I'm going to be very honest with you. I had a bit of an identity crisis in January of 2023. That's when I really first started learning about AI, artificial intelligence, and I will call it ChatGPT probably a lot in this video because that's the most common AI tool that I'm aware of. There are plenty of them, but in my mind, ChatGPT and AI are kind of synonymous. So I had this identity crisis because the one thing in my life I've always been pretty good at is writing. I'm not athletic. I'm terrible at team sports. I'm not musical. I can't sing. There are a lot of things I cannot do. But the one thing I can do pretty well is write. And suddenly I was hearing about a computer program that could do it really well too. I ended up being moved to the English department in August of 2023, right in the heart of all of this exploration of AI, which only further kind of added to my identity crisis as an instructor. What's the point of teaching English when a program can write a paper for you? I've come a long way since then, and I do believe there is an important role that I and other instructors play in helping our students use AI effectively and responsibly. I've seen it used pretty well, and I've seen it used really badly. I'll give you an example of each. So when my daughter got married in June of 2023, she had a lot of thank you notes to write after the wedding, and she said, wow, ChatGPT is my best friend. And so she would use ChatGPT. She would put the gift she received and the relationship with the person into ChatGPT, and then she took the information that it gave her and kind of picked and chose from it. She didn't just use it verbatim because she said there were some things that weren't right, some things that didn't sound like her, but she got some ideas from it and made some beautiful thank you notes. In fact, my parents' friends all said, oh, Cynthia's thank you note was the most beautiful one we've ever received. I've seen ChatGPT used really poorly in some essays I've received and some parts of essays I've received. A lot of times what happens is that what I think a student has used AI to write an essay, it's because the essay feels very bland and vague. The language can be kind of lofty, like words that I wouldn't use and I don't think a college student would use. And there's nothing personal or relatable about them at all. Not all essay topics lend themselves to being personal and relatable, but I think there's a place for your own voice in each of them, and sometimes it's just lacking. And that's when I'm like, could this be an AI written essay? I've seen some thesis statements where the rest of the essay is really good and sounds authentic and honest and vulnerable, and then the thesis statement gets into this very vague, bland, lofty, overly dramatic language that just doesn't fit with the tone. But I also think there's a place for it. And if I just bury my head in the sand and say, oh, my students can't use it, they won't use it, then I am being naive. And I'm also not helping you, because I think any job you go into in the future is probably going to, in some way, have you use AI. I mean, we already have been using it with Siri and Alexa and all kinds of different things. So I feel like my role as a teacher is to help you begin to use it thoughtfully, effectively, and responsibly. I'll tell you the truth. When I was envisioning this assignment, I asked ChatGPT, hey, if I was going to create an essay assignment that had my students using ChatGPT, how would I do that? I didn't use everything that the program gave me, but I got some good ideas from it. And that's what I hope this assignment will help you do. To me, the very best uses I've seen for ChatGPT or AI of any kind is when a writer uses it as a starting point, an idea generator, an outline perhaps, or just give me some thoughts on this. And then the writer takes what AI has created and adds their own information to it. So last fall, this was really weighing on me. How do I bring in AI responsibly and thoughtfully? And I envisioned an essay in which you would use AI to start with, and then add your own information to it and give me a final product that is both AI and your own words, and you're going to distinguish between both with different colored fonts. I tested it out with my fall students, and I just said in the final reflection, what do you think of this idea? And overwhelmingly, I got positive feedback. So I decided to take out a problem solution essay that I used last semester, and substitute this one. I'm learning with you. We're going to see how it goes. But basically, here's the assignment. I have printed it out, so I'm going to read some highlights to you from it. Your third essay will be an informative essay supported by artificial intelligence. Your topic is, what is the impact of technology on education? And, we think technology, phones, computers, but think bigger than that. There is a lot of technology being used in classrooms today. I think overall, your thesis is going to take one of three directions: that technology in the classroom is beneficial, that technology in the classroom is harmful or detrimental, or maybe that it's both. And I think your thesis is going to take one of those three stands. You're going to include outside resources, at least 4 sources, as well as your own ideas, opinions, and examples. So the way this is going to go is that you're going to start by asking AI to write an essay for you. ChatGPT, Copilot, whichever one you want to use. And you're going to copy and paste that into a Word document and submit that AI essay as a starting point. You're also going to analyze it by reading it and answering some questions for me about it that I've included in a quiz. The next step is going to be to create an outline in which you pick the things from the AI essay that you like, and you also point out where you're going to put your own examples, experiences, sources, etc. in. And those 2 things are going to be due the same week. So that's going to be kind of some work for you. But then the real essay is going to be an essay that you write using parts of the AI essay and parts of your own ideas. You're going to distinguish the AI. I suggest blue font for the AI parts, black font for your own. But if you want to use green or something, it's okay. I just need something or you want to highlight it. I just need something that's going to distinguish your words from the AI words. And we're going to see what it's like to create an essay with AI as a helper. I'm excited to see what you come up with.